my name is Regina, and I'm going to be doing a presentation about Roe versus Wade, the new legislation that's happening now. The problem needs to be solved because it's becoming really real in the following next weeks, and if it ever gets overturned, Roe versus Wade would be damage to the maternal medical care across the U.S. and it's a crisis that has been growing for years about abortion regulations and how stricter it has been. Doctors say about the legislation that it makes it harder for women who seek miscarriages treatments, that they're not able to because it's similar procedure as the abortions, and since it's abortion, it'll be illegal too, and the procedures are more risky, and if they go to a different type of doctor, it risks the maternal. There's a lot of deaths involved, or the impact of the future, the woman's body. This area, in Roe versus Wade, the Supreme Court knocked down a Texas law banning abortion, and it's been legalized everywhere nationally wide. The court overruled that a woman's right to abortion is impacted in the 14th Amendment right to the privacy. Before Roe versus Wade, it was illegal in any part of the U.S. states to have a restricted abortion since 1973. It's very hard to understand how it was very disrespectful to do so when it's their own body in the early stages of it, but now it's becoming difficult to do so. It's transferring the mindsets. I had interest in this area for a long time, since middle school, and because I realized that it was a very difficult situation, and I tried to learn everything, what I can do and what I can say for these. I can help for these ladies, and so I just I signed petitions, I read everything on the matter to know what's going on in this culture, to understand what they're going through. It's very impactful in my life because because I can make a difference for everyone who had a similar effect on them. Abortion bans mostly affect poor people and people of color because they don't have much to give, and they are viewed as the less valued, which I don't think it's very understandable. It's very wrong to think of that, and they have a right to their bodily autonomy and their safety. My project would be including marketing campaigns, protests, that we are all in unity. If more people would agree that that women should be fully access to to their own bodies, we are shown as strong and become more of the majority. Another way is to donate to clinics, because most abortions are done privately, and they can be useful for women to have the abortions. And another thing is to contact a state or federal legislations, because they are to be representing us, and we need to show that this is a very hard issue for us, and we are needed. We need this law to change from planning and doing the project. After researching and planning out what I should raise awareness about, is that pro-life isn't the only thing affected by Roe versus Wade. It's also anti-women, because no matter how you look at it, it eliminates options for women who need them. And every individual deserves an access to abortions that they required when they require it, and for all the reasons that make sense in their lives. It's very memorable to me and has stuck by me, because the full clip was showing that the government of California was saying that California was a actual pro-life state, because it was proving how much they support people who have these fetuses after they have been born, like the prenatal care, schooling, healthcare, childcare, stuff like that. But people who have been claiming they are pro-life, they have been opposing these actions to not have these for these mothers not to be having these options, because they're not really pro-life, they're just pro-birth, and not making it able for a good life for these children. Just wants to have these women to give birth and not care about them afterwards.